It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. San Francisco 49ers taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. Oh, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 20, Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 75 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Their own 24-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. That's to Cook out of the backfield. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. Allen going to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. From the 20, here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, a 20-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Taken at the goal line.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. To the air, Allen. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
Brings up second and 13 at the 20-yard line.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Deontay Hardy. He's inside the 20.
And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say there's never a...
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. This is McCaffrey. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Now second and 3. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 14. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey
With his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the 49ers take a 3-touchdown lead.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
On second down, Cook. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, it's Cook. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
And now they'll throw with Allen on the move to his left.
Finding Shakir across the formation.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. Operating from the red zone now, Allen.
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Stephon Diggs laying himself out in the end zone.
And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Tyler Bass now for the point after.
It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Now Samuel.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first.
An audible here to get a new look. Fourth down try. Here's Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Niners first down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on fourth down.
So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he's got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Throwing on second down, it's Purdy.
Steps away. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off the play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. That's complete, right around the 8. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Throwing to start the drive. Allen setting up the screen for Cook. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Allen. Flushed out right. Allen hit. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's Purdy. That's caught out right by Jennings. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
Purdy on 4th down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain.
Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Going for it, it's Mitchell.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Elijah Mitchell
taking it in from a yard out.
And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So that, Charles, a big decision there on 4th and goal, and it works out.
And that is an example of a coach who's confident in his team. He didn't look at it as a gamble at all. He looked at it as belief. Great starting field position. Let's go ahead and deliver. And they do.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works. This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
56. Here we go.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Charvarius. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon, and we are underway from Santa Clara.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. He's past the 30.
So that a nightmarish start to a football game as they give the ball away on the opening kickoff.
And they put their defense in a bind right away. They have to go into protect mode.
On the ready.
Hooker to throw right away.
And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And in for the Lions, touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10.
At their own 21. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd down and 4.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Play action. Now Purdy.
Flush to his right. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey.
And a good run here as he'll run it all the way down to the 40-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton.
And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on the first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Going back to Gibbs on first down.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Hey, check that. Check.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
55 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead.
So that's going to be a nice one for the passing stats, so that's how it will go down in the stat sheet. But the success of that play, no doubt, all thanks to the talents of the wideout.
Oh, he was definitely the recipient of good blocking as well, especially at the line of scrimmage. And once he got around the corner, you got the sense that no one was going to get him. Really nice ball handling, too, in order to get it to him.
12-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, 49ers. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try to do it again.
Third down at 13.
Williams, the man in motion left.
On third down, here's Gibbs.
And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down.
Well, that was a third long run, and to me, that was just a wave the white flag kind of a situation. Obviously, they don't want to risk the chance of throwing it downfield and risking a turnover in this section of the field.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hooker going to try and throw for it.
He'll buy some time right.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Hooker, he's going to move him around a little bit here. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 9.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Alert, alert.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 23-yard line.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs.
And a short gain here down to the 22. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Oh, a design run for their wideout. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Gibbs will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
49ers 7. Jeff Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Cup 19, Cup 19. Cougar 19. Reno, ready.
On the give, here's Gibbs.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Drop 50, drop 50. Warrior 70. Let's go.
Hooker now off play action.
They'll roll him out right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
They'll go for it. Hooker
Sliding out of the pocket. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Out to his left. Touchdown!
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. Dan Campbell makes the call. His guys will go for 2 here. Hooker going to try to throw for it.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
49ers 7.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
St. Brown motioning left.
70 Timberwolves.
Third quarter starting with a run from Montgomery.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
On the tackle. A gain of 15.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the 2 teams by far, and that's great complementary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
And there he goes again. Look at him go inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other.
And the Niners get a bit closer.
Again, Elvin partner, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Hooker wants to change the look. On 2nd down, here's the option. A pitch back. They find some open field here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Lions.
Hand off now to Gibbs. He'll get this down to the 38.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7. St. Brown motioning left.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll take this one down to the 36. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. Read out.
There he goes, right side.
Down the sideline he goes.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
36 yards.
And the Lions add 6 to their lead.
Yeah, they would have been happy with a first down, but this is even better. Once he's past the marker, it's cream cheese from there. And he bumps it to the outside, and it's just going to run away from defenders on his way toward the pylon.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's trying to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Purdy now to throw.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43.
On 4th down, here's Purdy. That is caught. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as the defense couldn't come up with a big play. In fact, they got 6 more than they needed. A gain of 8 on 4th and 2. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Back to throw, Purdy.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated well, and they came up with the INT.
Williams being motion left. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11.
Lador on the tackle. It's a gain of 7.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up.
And they're going to get the 1st down here across the 15-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
Here we go, set. Cougar 19. Go.
Now run by Gibbs. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's now 2nd and 6.
On the end around, here comes Williams. And that would cover beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
3. Ready.
3rd down, Hooker looks to throw it.
Being chased out left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his 1st sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
On 4th down, Hooker rolling to his left.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And he is going to have the Lions 1st down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs.
I tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk, but it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense, just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a 1st down, but a big play as well.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess? He didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
They'll run it with Williams.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
At the 37-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Check smash. Check smash.
And they'll try to run the option here.
He'll pitch it.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
It's a gain of 10.
Ready.
First down.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 49ers' 27-yard line.
Ready, ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
On 4th down, Hooker. That's to his running back, complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Here's the option.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Looking to throw. Hooker.
At the 4-yard line.
And he's got it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here.
And he will not make it to the goal line as this try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses.